इव्हन वाढेल आणि वेलबिंग राहील तुमच्या वर्क प्लेसमध्ये. सो हा आम्ही स्टडी केलेला आहे. त्यामध्ये आम्ही वेगवेगळ्या सेक्टर्समध्ये मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग सेक्टर्स असेल, शुगर केन इंडस्ट्रीज असेल, एज्युकेशनल ऑर्गनायझेशन्स असतील, इन्स्टिट्यूट्स आहेत. सो त्या सगळ्या रिस्पॉन्डंटचा आम्ही स्टडी केलेला आहे की ज्यांना ॲम्बिग्युइटी असते, म्हणजे रोल जिथे अनक्लिअर आहे. तुमच्या वर्कप्लेसला तुम्हाला प्रॉपर जिथं नॉलेज दिलं जाईल व्हॉट टू डू ॲक्च्युली इन द सेन्स ऑफ की त्यामुळे आम्ही तो केलेला आहे. द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ माय रिसर्च इज to study the effect of role ambiguity on employee performance and the job outcomes. Second, to examine how leadership, support, feedback and the organizational culture influence this relationship. And the third one, to explore how sector and the conceptual factors affect the impact of the role ambiguity on the performance. आणि कन्क्ल्युजन आमचा हे आहे की खूप साऱ्या इन्स्टिट्यूटमध्ये बॉसकडून प्रॉपरली रोल डिफाईन केले जात नाही, व्हॉट वी ॲक्च्युली वॉन्ट टू डू. सो त्याच्यामुळे खूप वेळा एम्प्लॉई परफॉर्मन्सवर आणि प्रोडक्टिव्हिटीवर त्याचा परिणाम होतो. सो हे माझ्या रिसर्चमध्ये मी कन्क्लूड केलेलं आहे. थँक्यू सो मच. थँक्यू.
The next participant is
Rohit Gauri.
जास्त वेळ काही घेणार नाही, 2 मिनिटामध्ये संपवतो. तर आपण एआयचा किशोरवयीन मुलं जी 12 पासून 19 वयाची मुलं असतात, तर त्यांच्यावर काय इम्पॅक्ट पडतो. तुमच्या घरात देखील तुमचे भाऊ असतील, मित्र असतील, तर त्यांच्यावर एआयचा काय इम्पॅक्ट पडलाय तर त्या रिलेटेड आपण मी थोडक्यात तुम्हाला सांगतो. तर आपण आवाज येतोय सगळ्यांना? हां. तर एआयचा आपल्या जे 12 ते 19 वयोगटातील मुलं आहेत, स्पेसिफिक व्हॉइससाठी आपण हा रिसर्च केला आहे. तर ज्यावर 12 ते 2015 पासून 2025 या दरम्यान 2015 पासून 2025 या दरम्यान एआयचा किशोरवयीन मुलांच्या काय इम्पॅक्ट पडला याच्या स्टडीवर आपण रिव्ह्यू आर्टिकल बनवले. त्यामध्ये आपलं ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह असं होतं की जे मेन गोल होतं की ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह होतं की एआयचा किशोरवयीन मुलांच्या याच्यावर इम्पॅक्ट काय पडला. त्यासाठी आपण पबमेड, गुगल स्कॉलर, स्कोपर्स यासारखे डेटाबेस वापरले. त्यातून काही रिसर्च पेपर घेतले आणि त्याचा स्टडी केला. त्यातून आपल्याला काही फायंडिंग्स मिळाले होते की 12 ते 18 वयोगटातील मुलांच्यावर दोन्ही प्रकारे पॉझिटिव्ह काही इम्पॅक्ट पडला आहे, निगेटिव्ह पडलाय. जसं की पॉझिटिव्ह म्हटलं तरी कोविड-19 मध्ये खूप मुलांना एकटं वाटायचं, म्हणजे भावना शेअर करायला कोण नसायचं. तर ते मग सोशल मीडियाच्या माध्यमातून भावना शेअर करायचे. पबजी असेल त्यामध्ये त्यांना एआय सारखे स्वतःचा मित्र मिळायचा भावना मिळायची. किंवा सोशल मीडियावर तुम्ही बदलासारखे मित्रांचे मैत्रीचे स्टेटस टाकतात, स्टोरी टाकतात, तर त्यातून ते आपल्या भावना एक्सप्रेस करतात. मग त्यातून त्यांना लोनलीनेस मिळत नाही किंवा लोनलीनेस असं तरी फील होत नाही की आपल्यासोबत कोणते आहे, आपले मित्र आहेत, आपल्या स्टेटस बघितला, किती लोकांनी कमेंट केली, किती लोकांनी रिप्लाय दिला. त्यातून त्यांना एक भावना वाटते की आपल्यासोबत कोणतरी आहे. त्याचा निगेटिव्ह इम्पॅक्ट पण असा आहे की तो अल्गोरिदम जे सेट करतो की अल्गोरिदम असतो, एखादी तुम्ही गोष्ट लाईक करता तर तुम्हाला परत काय सारखे लाईक येतं. मग तुम्ही दुसऱ्या व्यक्तीचं परसेप्शन बदलतच नाही, फक्त स्वतःला जे वाटते तेच खरं वाटतं. आणि आपण आपणाला जे रील्स येतात, आपल्याला जे काही कंटेंट येतो तोच खरा वाटतं. मग त्यातून आपण त्यामध्ये त्या जाळ्यामध्ये अडकत जातो आणि त्यातून बाहेर पडण्याचा वेळ लागतो. नंतर मग आपल्याला सवय लागते, व्यसन लागते. सुरुवातीला आपण एक थोडा टाइमपास म्हणून किंवा स्वतःच्या आवडीसाठी एक सुरुवात करतो, पण नंतर त्यामध्ये मुलं अडकत जातात आणि मग ती समाजातून वेगळं लागतात. आणि त्यामुळे काय होतं की सोशल कंपॅरिझन केलं जातं, ट्रोलिंग केलं जातं. कोणी फोटो टाकला तर त्यावर कमेंट येतात, वेगवेगळे कमेंट येतात, कोणाला सहन होतात, कोणाला होत नाही. मग त्याला सायबर बुलिंग वगैरे म्हणतात, ट्रोल केलं जातं. किंवा जे आपण सोशल मीडियावर इमेज बघतो त्या सगळ्या आयडियल इमेज असतात, बॉडी अशी पाहिजे. तर मुलांचं कंपॅरिझन होतं की माझी पण तब्येत तशी झाली पाहिजे, किंवा सोशल मीडियावर बॉडी शेमिंग असेल, तर या सगळ्या गोष्टी होतात ते मुलं कम्पेअर करायला लागतात. तर या अशी पॉझिटिव्ह आणि निगेटिव्ह फायंडिंग्स आहेत. आणि परिणाम काय होतो की एआयमुळे मुलांच्या चांगले पण परिणाम झाले, जसे मी आता सांगितले. पण एआयचा जर चांगला यूज केला तर आता आपल्याला 2 दिवसात आपल्याला 2 सरांनी माहिती दिली, एस.बी. पाटील सर आणि सचिन पाटील सर. त्या जर माहितीचा आपण व्यवस्थित वापर केला तर भरपूर चांगला आपल्याला फायदा करता येतो. की रिसर्चसाठी असेल, सरांनी सांगितले की रिव्ह्यू ऑफ इंटरेस्ट करायला 1.5-2 वर्ष लागले, त्यात आपण 2 दिवसात किंवा 1 दिवसात करू शकतो. पण मुलं देखील भरपूर जे स्कूलला जातात, कॉलेजला जातात, त्याचे प्रोजेक्ट बनवण्यासाठी याचा चांगला वापर करत आहेत आणि त्यातून चांगली माहिती घेत आहेत. थँक्यू.
Thank you all the participants. Now the session is over. Vote of thanks, Ashwini Kumbar madam. I would like to request Ashwini ma'am to come forward for the vote of thanks.
बोलणार आहे.
Now I request Chairperson Ran to share her remarks. बोलू नका मागे. परत सांगू का तुम्हाला ती सूचना? AI आपण फिट केलाय बघा.
Good evening, all of you. So, as a chairperson, I'm giving a concluding remark for whatever the papers presented here. So, Dr. Vishal Pune sir, Ms. Vaishnavi ma'am, and Rohit sir, they have explored their whatever the reviews and papers they have done for this one-day seminar. तर विशाल पुर्णे सरांनी महाविद्यालयीन विद्यार्थ्यांच्या अभ्यासात कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्तेच्या साधनांचा कसा उपयोग होतो तर त्याची अगदी छान पद्धतीने मांडणी केलेली आहे. तसंच मिस वैष्णवी मॅमनी इम्पॅक्ट ऑफ रोल एम्बिग्युटी ऑन एम्प्लॉई परफॉर्मन्स अँड प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी तर त्याच्यावरती त्यांनी त्यांचे जे पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह आहेत तर ते इथे एक्सप्लोर केलेले आहेत. तसंच रोहित गवळी सरांनी टीनएजर्स वरती एआयचा काय इम्पॅक्ट आहे म्हणजे त्याचे प्रोज अँड कॉन्स जसं कॉइनला दोन साइड्स असतात ओके तर त्या दोन्ही साइड्स खूप छान पद्धतीनं त्यांनी एक्सप्लोर केलेले आहेत. एकूणच म्हणजे या सेमिनारचं जे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह होतं की मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोचनी एआयचा काय उपयोग आहे आणि त्याचे प्रोज कॉन्स अँड हाऊ टू हँडल ऑल दिस थिंग्स तर हे म्हणजे यालाच सक्सेस म्हणावं लागेल. हे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह अगदी फुलफिल झालेला आहे कारण सगळेच रिसोर्स पर्सन आणि चेअरपर्सन यांनी एआयचं जे मल्टीफेसेट्स आपण म्हणू वेगळे वेगळे त्याचे रूप जी आहेत एआयची तर ती सगळी इथं छान पद्धतीनं प्रेझेंट केलेली आहे. ओके सो I actually extend my heartfelt thanks to all the organizing committee and Dr. Mudekar ma'am and whoever connected to this. Okay, so for giving me this opportunity, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your invaluable remarks. Now I request Ashwini madam to share her vote of thanks.
नमस्कार. आजच्या पाचवी एआय सोसायटी मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच या राष्ट्रीय परिसंवादाच्या पेपर क्रेडेट्स या सत्रामध्ये सत्र समन्वयक डॉक्टर उर्मिला कदम मॅडम, अध्यक्षा डॉक्टर विद्या भरदारे मॅडम यांनी उपस्थिती व आपल्याला मौल्यवान मार्गदर्शन केले त्याबद्दल त्यांचे आभार मानते. इथं उपस्थित सर्व सहभाग्यांना सगळे विद्यार्थी व इथं पेपर प्रेझेंटेशन त्यांनी केले त्यांचेही आभार मानते आणि धन्यवाद.
Okay, with the permission of chairperson, I declare that the paper presentation session is over. No, one more session is remain validated. That you have to attend. It is for only 10 minutes. And it is mandatory. No student is allowed to leave the hall until the validation session ends. Okay?
इथून बघा कसं बाहेर दिसतं. ऑनलाईन बघा. ऑनलाईन बघा कसं बाहेर.
No one is allowed to leave the hall and don't talk.
हा बस फायनल डेस्टिनेशन आता. नाही 5 वाजता नाही लगेच 15
In
मिनिट
this session, we require 2 students volunteer to share their feedback, valuable feedback. So those who are good in communication skill, they can come up with their feedback.
Good evening to one and all present here. We have come to the concluding session of our one-day multidisciplinary national seminar on Pathway in Artificial Intelligence and Society Multidisciplinary Approach. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Dr. Asmita Patil ma'am, Chairperson of this session, Professor Dr. Tejaswini Mudekar ma'am, Principal Kamala College, Kolhapur, Rohini Lokre ma'am, Convener of this session, Nilesh Shivsagar sir, coordinator of this seminar, and all the delegates, I welcome you all. I request Principal Dr. Tejaswini Mudekar ma'am to welcome Dr. Asmita Patil ma'am by offering a bouquet as a token of our love. Thank you, ma'am. Now, to present an overview of today's proceedings and achievements, I request our coordinator of the seminar, Nilesh Shivsagar sir, to kindly share the report of the seminar.
Good evening, everybody. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Chairperson of the Value session, Honorable Dr. Asmita Patil ma'am, Professor Dr. Tejaswini Mudekar, Principal Kamala College, Kolhapur, dear delegates, my colleagues and students, it is my proud privilege to present before you the report of the one-day national seminar on Pathway in Artificial Intelligence and Society Multidisciplinary Approach. The driving force behind the success of the seminar is our mentor and guide, Honorable Principal Dr. Kranti Kumar Patil sir, Executive President, Tarani Vidyapeeth, Kolhapur, without whose support and guidance, we could not have realized the seminar. The inaugural function was presided by Dr. S.N. Pawar sir, Vice President, Tarani Vidyapeeth, Kolhapur. There was gracious presence of Honorable Prajakta Patil sir, Secretary, Tarani Vidyapeeth, Kolhapur, and Principal, Professor Dr. Tejaswini Mudekar ma'am. Convener of the seminar, Srimati Rohini Lokre ma'am, and co-convener of Sheetal Vasant ma'am. At the very outest, Professor Dr. Neeta Dhuman ma'am welcomed the dignitaries. The seminar was informally inaugurated by the ordering the plants by auspicious hand of the dignitaries. Convener of the seminar, Srimati Rohini Lokre, introduced the theme of the seminar and honorable guests as well as dignitaries. The principal of our college, Professor Dr. Tejaswini Mudekar, gave a brief introduction of our college, various courses run in the college, and various activities undertaken by the numerous committees. In a brief, she presented the developing growth of our college. We were quite fortunate to have Honorable Dr. D.N. Shirke sir, Vice Chancellor, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, as the inaugurator of the seminar. In the inaugural speech, Honorable Vice Chancellor appreciated the college for selecting the most relevant theme and the opportunity in the time. In his speech, he focused on the developing growth of AI as well as the every sector in evolution was due to AI in every walk of the life. While explaining the invisibility of the AI, he expressed his concern of underdue use of AI and the upcoming threats of it. As well as he touched on every aspect related to the theme, which was quite enlightening.
Co-convener of the seminar, Srimati Sheetal Vasankar, expressed the gratitude toward the Honorable Dr. D.D. Shirki sir. It was followed by the keynote speaker, Honorable Professor Shailendra Kadri sir, Project and Operation Management, Peace University School of Business and Management, Bangalore, was the keynote speaker. He joined the seminar through the virtual format. In his resourceful speech, he discussed the use of AI and society day-to-day, elaborate the manners. He highlighted the importance of use of AI in the day-to-day life, as well as his speech was quite useful and the delegate got benefited by it. The inaugural functions came into the end with the preposition of the vote of thanks. Co-convener of the Srimati Sheetal Vasankar proposed the vote of thanks. The inaugural function was followed by the first technical sessions. Honorable Dr. Kavita S. Ozaman, Head of the Computer Science, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, chaired the sessions, and Honorable Dr. Siddheshwar Patil, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science, Engineering, D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, Technology, Kasba Wada, Kolhapur, was the research person, and Dr. Sagar Walkar introduced the chairperson as well as the resource person. Honorable Dr. Siddheshwar Patil delivered a speech on tools of AI as well as the use of AI and its tools. His speech was quite resourceful. The session was concluded by the preposition of vote of thanks, Srimati Sheetal Vasankar ma'am, both chairperson as well as the resource person. The first technical session was followed by the lunch break. The post-lunch second technical session was chaired by Honorable M. Shivani, Senior Lead Engineer, Qualcomm Multinational Company, Hyderabad, and the resource person for the session, Honorable Dr. Sachin Patil sir, Head of the Computer Science Engineering Department of RIT, Rajaram Nagar, Sangli. Dr. Tanaji Ghagre welcome and introduced the chairperson and resource person, as well as the Dr. Sachin Patil sir expressed his views on the ChatGPT as well as the AI tools, as well as the use of AI and how to its impact on our daily life. His speech proved very useful for the delegates. His speech was followed by remarks by the chairperson, Honorable Shivani expressed her great concern for use of AI in various walks of life. The session was concluded by the preposition of vote of thanks. Srimati Sarika Ghatte proposed the vote of thanks, and the second session was concluded. We are very much elated by the tremendous response by the delegates and researchers. More than 125 delegates got registered for the seminar, and almost in online as well as offline, more 75 delegates presented the research paper, as well as the 35 delegates presented research paper through the online mode. Across national, the research scholar presented their papers on various themes, which through brainstorming on the theme, we are very proud to announce that very shortly we are going to publish the research papers in our very own home publication, Kamala Research Journal. We are immensely elated by the responses from delegates. I thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for making the event successful. Thank you, and thank all of you. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Now, we would like to open the floor for feedback from our delegates. We value your words and suggestions. I invite Rohit Gauri, PhD student from Shivaji University, to share his views.
Thank you, ma'am, for बोलण्याचं दिल्याबद्दल थँक्यू. तर आज आपण सकाळपासून दोन सेशनमध्ये हे सगळं वर्कशॉप झालं, सेमिनार झाला. तर त्यामध्ये आपल्याला AI विषयी भरपूर माहिती मिळाली. म्हणजे ज्या ऑनलाईन मॅडमनी पण माहिती दिली, शिवानी मॅडम असेल, एस.व्ही. पाटील सर असतील, सचिन पाटील सर असतील, तर त्यांनी AIचा कसा यूज करायचा आणि इतक्या सोप्या सोप्या गोष्टी आम्हाला माहिती केली होत्या. तर त्या माहिती आपल्याला ह्या आजच्या कॉन्फरन्समुळे मिळाली. मला देखील काही गोष्टी नवीन होत्या, त्यातील काही टूल्स माहिती होते, तर काही अजून देखील माहिती होते की आपण इतकं रिसर्च वर्क किती सोप्या पद्धतीने आपण करू शकतो. आणि हे सगळे अरेंजमेंट केली त्यासाठी मी पूर्ण कॉलेजची जे कॉर्डिनेटर टीम असेल, कॉर्डिनेटर सर असतील, मॅडम असतील, तर त्या सगळ्यांचा आभार व्यक्त करतो. आणि आम्हाला जे रिसर्चर आहेत नवीन, तर त्यांना इथं एक संधी दिली की शिकण्याची, त्याबद्दल मी त्यांचे आभार व्यक्त करतो. थँक्यू.
Thank you, Rohit sir. Now I request our chairperson of this session, Dr. Asmita Patil ma'am, to distribute the certificates. I invite Nagraj Bhagewadi sir to receive the certificate. invite Rohit Gauri sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite our principal, Professor Dr. Tejaswini Mudekar ma'am, for her remarks and reflections on the seminar.
Namaskar. Chairperson of the valedictory function, Professor Dr. Advocate Asmita Patil Madam, Convener Srimati Rohini Lokre, Coordinator Sri Shivasagar, Co-Convener Srimati Sheetal Patil, delegates and students. Vision of our college and institution is empowerment of women, and we always focus on that. But we take an interest on other important fields also. On this occasion, we invited well-known personalities in corporate field as well as knowledge society, like Vice Chancellor of Shivaji University, Honorable Professor Dr. D.T. Shirke sir, Professor Dr. Shailendra Kadre sir, Christ University from Bangalore, Mr. Shivaji Vasankar sir, Dr. Siddheshwar Patil sir, Dr. Sachin Patil sir, Head of the Computer Science Department from Shivaji University, Professor Dr. Kavita Oza Madam, Srimati Shivani, Senior Lead Engineer, Qualcomm MNC from Hyderabad. They shared their valuable views with us. It is clear that AI and machine learning are not just tools for the future. They are the driving forces of today. We have explored how AI and ML are transforming industries, solving complex challenges, and creating opportunities that once seemed impossible. The responsibility now lies with us, researchers, developers, entrepreneurs, and leaders, to ensure that AI and ML are used ethically and inclusively and for the greater good for society. Let us live here today not only with new knowledge but with a renewed sense of purpose to innovative responsibilities, collaborative openly, and continue shaping a future where technology and humanity move forward together. I am very much thankful to Honorable Dr. Krantikumar Patil Sir, Executive President, Taranani Vidyapith, Kolhapur, Vice President Dr. S.N. Pawar Sir, Secretary Prajakta Patil Sir. As a Principal of Kamala College, I am very much thankful for the active participation of the paper presenters for the last 2 months, Convener Srimati Lokre, Co-Coordinator Sri Shivasagar, Co-Convener Srimati Vasankar, and all faculty members and non-teaching staff took sincere efforts to make seminar grand success. If there are some lacunas remain, I as a principal take the responsibility. Thank you all for being part of this journey, and I look forward to the impact we will create together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Dr. Asmita Patil ma'am, chairperson of this session, to share her concluding remarks with us.
Good evening, everyone. At the very end part of today's seminar, I really like to congratulate Kamala College and the entire team
for organizing a national seminar on such a good topic. AI today has really occupied nearly all fields. So we can see in each and every field we have the access of AI, and AI helps us develop, and it has also sophisticated our life to a great extent. So it is really very difficult to imagine now a life without having access to AI. Okay, so this is a very good topic, and a national seminar is held, and there are a lot of discussions from morning onwards on this topic. And it was really the need of the hour, and Kamala College has really satisfied this to a great extent, I would say. AI now has occupied nearly all fields, and we see it in every our day-to-day life also. Being a law faculty member, I would like to just face on what are the legal perspectives of AI and the emerging trends of AI. There are also many practices seen which are, we can call it as dark patterns, or we can say as unfair trade practices which are emerging, because AI has entered in nearly every field, and in every field, nearly the field which we have access every day. Okay, so if we talk about the e-commerce entities, okay, so do you know which are the e-commerce entities which we have access every day? So every day we visit the Amazon, we visit the Flipkart, okay, or we also visit Myntra, Nykaa. Okay, so I see many girl students here. So these are the websites which are very usable and accessible to the mob which is present here. So during this access, what we do is we visit these sites, and these are all the e-commerce entities which provide a marketplace. And nowadays, all these companies are also having access to AI. They use AI to have access to different customers. Okay, and many of the customers have been made aware of the different companies, different sellers, and we as a buyers are the customers for these open marketplaces also. But what happens is, this particular companies also enter into various unfair trade practices. Okay, so which we call it as dark pattern, and for that many of the consumers are exploited to a great extent. So I want to talk about that, a new angle to that. So if suppose as a consumer we see towards AI and the marketplaces, so have we any protection under the India law? Okay, or the law which is prevailing in India. So yes, we have a protection to that extent also. So I just want to discuss about that, because we have AI in different fields, but still we also have laws made in order to protect our consumers. Okay, so many of you may be aware of the Consumer Protection Act. Okay, so it is in 2019 we have a Consumer Protection Act, and this Protection Act has given us various consumer rights. Okay, so we have a right to safety, that is what all goods we buy in an online manner also. We have to have it access to a safety manner. It should not cause harm to our health, okay, to our property, etc. Then we need to be informed about what kind of product it is. So you may always see whatever products, okay, which we buy online, we also have a detail about that product, and it is mandatory for the company also to provide all the detailed access of that. So why these details are provided? Because it is a right of the consumers which has been accepted under the Indian law. Then we also have right to choose. Okay, so we may have different companies giving us different products. Okay, and you can take an example of garments, you can take example of shoes, etc. So you can have access to different types, different shoes offered by the companies, and it is our choice, okay, which has to be selected amongst that. We also have a right to seek redressal. So suppose we find some product which we have taken online, and we find it defective, then we also have a right to get it replaced, a right to have some other things like payment back of the money, etc. because of that. So these are all rights which are recognized in our Indian law. Being a consumer for this access or this marketplace, we don't have much what we can say awareness regarding that. Whereas in foreign countries, you can see there are various consumer organizations which work for that and which also work for the protection of different consumers. Nowadays, what happens is these companies like Amazon, Flipkart, etc., they use AI and especially machine learning. That is, they want to study the consumer behavior. That is, what are the different demands which are made by Indian consumers. So they want to make those goods available in the Indian markets. So this is all the behavioral patterns which are studied by AI and in that sort only they want to have dominance or monopoly over the market. So each and every company tries, and because of that they have the dark patterns which come into existence. Now what are dark patterns? These are the unintentional purchases which are given to consumers. So if we go to a website, then we find many pop-ups like only one is remaining in the stock. Okay, so here what we do, we hurry to buy it. But that is not the thing. So all these things should be avoided. It should not be done by the companies in which consumers will be provoked to even buy certain defective things, okay, certain things which they don't intend. There were also certain cases which are there in Indian courts, specially referred by High Courts and Supreme Courts. One of the case was regarding Book My Show. Okay, so you have heard about this particular company also. And what they had done is, they had used AI to do a particular act, and that is called as basket sneaking. Now what is this basket sneaking? If you go to the website and if you order certain goods, then here they were compulsorily taking 1 rupee as a contribution regarding every access, and that was done without taking or making the consumer aware of it. So this is all unfair trade practice which is going on in the market and which should be stopped, and for that we have again a different act which has been formed for that, and that is the Consumer Protection Act, which deals with e-commerce, and those rules have come in 2020, and those have also said that duties of every e-commerce entity, okay, they have specified the duties to these companies, that is especially Amazon and Flipkart, then this Myntra, etc. And they have also made a national consumer helpline. So under the Consumer Protection Act, we also have various kinds of what we can say, the network line. Okay, so if suppose I have been deceived by any company, I can file an online complaint also, and that can go to the National Bureau. Okay, and the National Bureau also can fine the company. Okay, so the companies can be fined. Very initial complaint also, if it is there, then the company may be fined for nearly about 20 lakhs of fine, and depending upon the gravity of the offence which is committed, they can be fined in lakhs and crores. Okay, so this is a good consumer access, we can say, and consumers need to be protected, because each and every field we find AI, and especially the market generated fields. Okay, we need to have a protection to the consumer so that each and every consumer will not be deceived for these unfair trade practices. So with this, I would just like to touch one of the angles of spreading AI and the risk which is there, but we also have a law to protect it. Only the thing is, we need to have awareness regarding our consumer protection rules. So I thank the organizing committee for giving me an opportunity to present my views regarding the consumer protection and AI. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Now, may I invite Manish Kumar Chauhan sir to propose a vote of thanks to express our collective gratitude to everyone.
I won't take much time. I know that you all are tired today. Respected our esteemed President, Principal Dr. Kranti Kumar Patil sir, respected Chief Guest Dr. D.T. Shirke sir, Dr. Tejaswini Murikar madam, and today's chairperson Dr. Asmita Patil madam. A very good morning. A very good evening to all. I am also tired today. On the behalf of Kamala College, Kolhapur, it is my privilege to extend a sincere vote of thanks to each person who contributed to today's meaningful dialogue on AI and society. We are deeply grateful to our chief guest, Professor Dr. D.P. Shirke, for honoring us with his presence and wisdom. We extend our profound appreciation to our President, Principal Dr. Kranti Kumar Patil sir, for his invaluable guidance and constant support. Our thanks also to Dr. S.N. Pawar and Shri Rajat Patil sir for gracing the occasion and enriching it with their presence. We thank our keynote speaker today, Professor Shailendra Kadre sir, for his illuminating address through online mode. Our sincere gratitude to the resource person, Dr. Siddeshwar V. Patil and Dr. Sachin S. Patil for sharing their expertise and chairing the session, Dr. Kavita S. Oza and Ms. M. Shivani Madam for steering the discussion with skill. To the proper presenters and delegates, thank you for your thoughtful contributions. We are also especially thankful to the Dr. Asmita Patil Madam who always encourages us and for the constant support for this conference and earlier conference also. We are especially thankful to Principal Dr. Tejaswini Mudekar ma'am for insightful concluding remarks. A special word of thanks to the organizing committee, staff and students volunteers. Your hard work actually made this seminar a great success. Finally, to all the attendees and all the students, those who have participated in this today's seminar, I thank all of you for your constant support and encouragement. As we depart, let us carry forward the inspiration from today to shape AI-enabled future that remains deeply human. Thank you all. With the permission of Chairperson, I declare that today's program is over.